coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Atlanta Falcons. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. That is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. He'll look to throw. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Good job there to locate his tight end, Charles, in the middle of the field.
Yeah, he has good pass-catching abilities, and if they're able to continue to find him here in the early going, I think it'll help out his teammates out on the perimeter. You can take the big shots later if he occupies their attention.
Third play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll look to throw here. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
The Falcons send out their punter. He'll kick it away after a 3-and-out on the opening drive of the game. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked out at about the 3-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And they'll get him down up past the 15. Trying to find some space to operate, and now they'll have it. A gain of 12, a big 1st down to get away from the end zone.
1st down, Bengals.
Now Joe Mixon.
Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Now that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
makes the score Bengals 7, Falcons nothing.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. Right after the touchdown to extend their lead, now maybe opening the door a little bit there by allowing starting field position at the 40. They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. That good for 22 and a first down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Got an open man. It's Valdez-Scantling. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
Another Falcons.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Now they try the right side here.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
The 5-yard.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this.
And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bengals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Makes the score Bengals 14, Falcons 7.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive,
and he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. The #1 pick, Myles Garrett, coming in to drop him.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And all the way down to the 26. A big-time play there for the Falcons. 57 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. Five yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers...
And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. So a first-quarter sack, and remember, keep in mind, he had 2 sacks in last week's game.
And it's always intriguing to me to watch these great pass rushers because some of them, they need their teammates to scheme for them, maybe occupy people and make it a one-on-one matchup. Other guys, they just defeat everything in front of them. To get 2 sacks in a game, it's a little bit of both for you.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
So it's 3rd and long, and you know this is going to be a pass. So defensively, they bring in an extra defensive back and just blanket the field. And this is an ill-advised throw right here as it winds up being picked off easily.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he fires one that's intercepted. Isaiah Oliver with the INT. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. And now off to the races, down the right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown.
The kicker on for the extra point.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a 1st down.
And a Bengal 1st down.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fight, and that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. With 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Bengals strike quickly here for 6 points. And the kick here is good with a penalty flag down as well. And they may have run into him after the kick went away. So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Pulls it in at the 13.
And he will be taken down here as the first quarter of play will come to an end. Back now in Atlanta, second quarter action. The Falcons with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. And now we'll get a stoppage here. There appears to be an injured Falcon on the field. We'll check on his status when we get back. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. They'll set up to throw. And that'll bring up 4th down as his Cincy defense stands up on 3rd. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
1st down, Bengals.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Give him 17 at a Cincinnati 1st down.
1st down, Cincinnati.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now this throw caught left side. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or he keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
1st down.
They go back to the ground now with Mixon. Down right around the 25.
Mixon, the ball.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Grady Jarrett making his presence felt. He gets the sack.
4th down.
And his kick is good. And they will open their lead up to a touchdown at 24-17. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them want to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that. They weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He's going to let this one go deep. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully. Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Results in a 4th down.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Incomplete. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Bengals are going to get it back in terrific field position.
Turnover on downs.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Flush to his right. Now he'll pull it down. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the 1st down.
They'll wind up losing a full 10 yards on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
45-yard line.
Play action. They'll throw. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up first and 10 at the 41-yard line. He rifles one that's intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter.
At the 17-yard line.
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. Second and 3. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 17 yards out, and the Bengals are able to grow their lead.
The kicker on for the
Partner, to me, that touchdown had something that was kind of rooted in that group seeing the future. What I mean by that is they had a plan. Let's find a way to score right here before the half, and that'll give us momentum going into the second half. Give us that cushion that we're looking for. They got that accomplished, scoring right before the half ended.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Back to throw now on first down. Over the middle here to Brown. The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Going up top. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Marquez Valdez-Scantling in the final seconds of the first half. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. Well, this could be a big turnaround. They get the touchdown here in the final moments of the second quarter. And remember, Charles, they're going to get the ball to start quarter number 3 as well.
So what you're saying is if they take the ball down to start the second half and score again, it could change the entire complexion of this game, couldn't it?
Absolutely.
So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Fielded right around the 8. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Rolling to his right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle. And that is going to be pulled in one-handed. Wow. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the gun, a give to Mixon. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds his running back, Mixon. Shifts by at the 15. And that's going to be good for another first down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 14. A gain there of 21 yards. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
That's complete right around the 8. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7.
He'll buy some time right. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw here, and that is incomplete.
The pass.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 33. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
They'll take over.
Both defenses have had their struggles, but they've been good enough to get them this lead, and another nice play there to help preserve the lead.
It's been a game of punch-counter-punch, hasn't it? All throughout. But this time, the big swing was taken, and it didn't land. Nice play by them on defense.
Eluding the pressure right. And this is caught. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
Mixon trying to punch it in. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points.
Makes the score Bengals 45. Falcons 24.
Brown now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Now this one into the hands of the tight end, Hayden Hurst. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And to give this time to the tailback. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Good yardage there on 1st down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making 1st downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 46. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line. That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. Now a dump off here complete. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Rolling to his left. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. They'll look to throw. Sliding out of the... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Marlon Davidson. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
He'll look to throw. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now fourth down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a fourth down?
So out comes a field goal team now for the second time here today. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
48.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up. He'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
First and 10 at their own 7-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth quarter lead. Mixon with a first down and more. And they will finally get him down to the 27-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team.
And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Grady Jarrett in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now the throw here complete on the right sideline. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And good hustle here as this is going to be blown dead right at the 9-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort, and you know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Now a handoff here to his running back.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets LIDs. Distinctive destinations, all I want to see.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And this time he's not going anywhere. They'll get him down right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
Absolutely love the effort there. The ability to flow from his inside spot and stop that one at the line of scrimmage. Nice linebacker play.
The Falcons on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5.
That's into the hands of Isaiah Coulter.
And he is going to have a Falcons 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 13 and a 1st down for Atlanta. They'll set up a throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Defensively, they're okay with that. Short little route, tackle him inbounds. Okay.
All right, cliche alert. It's time for someone to make a play because they've got to have something bigger downfield. They can't just take what they give them.
Under pressure, and down he goes. Carl Lawson able to get him down for a loss of 11, and it brings up 4th down.
Brings up 4th down.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, but the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession. The Falcons go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. They go play action here on 1st down. Being chased out left. And now he's going to use his legs. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, he only gets a few yards on 1st and 10, but he's better off doing that than throwing an incompletion or even worse, an interception.
Second and 5. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Something of a rare incompletion. Remember, Charles, last week under 50% throwing the football. That's what he was, but he has turned that around in this game.
Last week was commonly known as a fluke. For him to be under 50%, not normal.
not the usual. But to be up over 80%, that's extra time to practice, and that's throwing with extra confidence as well.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one is right through. And that'll push the lead from 24 up to 27. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the fourth.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Now Brown, after the made field goal, gets set for the kickoff. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 34, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 for a Bengals TD.
The kicker on for the extra point.
Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo going forward.
Exactly. Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again.
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Now a handoff looking right. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
And how about that, partner? That happened in a hurry. Sudden, explosive, gets into the backfield and spills the play.
And he was AFC Defensive Player of the Week last week because of plays just like that.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
They'll try and run for it. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain.
Today's final score, Bengals.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Bengals, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.